Cancer, welcome back to Stacey Tarot. For those of you returning, for those of you brand new, welcome to our channel. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to get right into it. So we're going to pull 3 of the fortune message cards. Remember, this may resonate from your perspective or the person you're dealing with now or in the near future, okay? For those of you brand new, welcome. And again, for those of you returning, I really, truly appreciate you donations to the channels, joining the membership, and just being here overall. It really, truly means a lot. And I'm glad you're getting some, divine guidance through these messages. So let's see what's going on. So this may resonate now, in the future, from your perspective, someone else's perspective. Can be a family member, a friend, a love interest, a crush, an ex, somebody you haven't met yet. You understand what I'm saying. For those of you brand new, don't forget to hit the like. Again, support your fellow Cancerians. It's so important. Not only, it doesn't matter where you have or if you have a Cancer placement, if the title brought you in, there may be a message here for you. You may not know what your other placements are. You can definitely check that out at astrosofa.com though, and you can check our playlist to see your other placements if you so wish to do so, because quite often, I can get messages, receive messages from each one of my placements, and then it makes a lot more sense, okay? And you can join the Stacey Spiritual Warrior family if you choose to do that. The membership, that'll be pinned down below. You can check into that. It gives you unlimited part 2s. So if this resonates for you, there will be a part 2 pinned down below in the comment section as well as the description area. Mule, someone's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So this could be somebody in your life here, Cancer, or this could be you that's unwilling to change here. They're just extremely stubborn. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So, this could be that somebody is tied down, feeling frustrated due to their own stubbornness. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, and our stubbornness stops us from our own growth. It's called self-sabotage. So whether that's you or whoever you're dealing with, you will know. Okay, next message, Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So Spirit wants you to know, no matter what, you are protected from any kind of negative forces, which is a beautiful thing, because Cancer, quite often you see things before others do. You feel things, you're so intuitive, almost psychic, like Scorpio. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to get your overall messages using the double-decker Zolar deck. This is a vintage deck from 1960s and 1970s for those of you brand new. I always feel like when you have vintage decks, and I have no idea how many hands have touched these before me, so I find them very, very fascinating. Let's see what's going on for Cancer, angels and spirits. What are the newest messages I need to hear for March 2022? So even though I'm picking up the energy messages for you now, Cancer, this may resonate months from now. I've had things happen for me, in months. I've had things happen for me almost at the end of the year. But do remember, it's a general reading, so it may not resonate for you at all, and that's okay. That just means it's not your story this time. But if it does, then beautiful. That's great. Then let me know down below what's going on with you. So we could get double messages, being that this is a double-decker. Okay, because they are 62 and 52 years old now, so it's pretty cool. What's going on for Cancer? I see the Fool energy. Someone may want to take a risk, a chance, a new opportunity. Could involve family. Ooh, long-term stability here. Okay, so this may be you or who you're dealing with. Could be another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Wow. Oh, somebody may be fearing commitment here. Interesting. Okay, because we've got the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, marriage, family, commitment. I have fears surrounding this. Somebody could be commitment phobic here. It could be. Or they're worried that things may go wrong. Things may not go the right way. Somebody's more worried about what could go wrong than what could go right. So they're moving very slowly. They're treading very, very slowly, because it's kind of like, I'm worrying here. What if Cancer doesn't accept this offer? Could be an earth sign. This is somebody who's slow, steady, careful. It doesn't have to be, like I said, could have strong earth placements as well, air placements, fire, and water. Okay, so a few elements going on here, possibly in their chart, or again, this could be you, but I'm not feeling this is you, Cancer. I feel like, it's kind of like somebody is just worried about failing. They're worried about failing. This may be somebody who's been through a lot already before, has failed before, and they don't want to do it again. They're fearing doing that again. But, they feel that this is going to bring a balance between the two of you here. For some of you, not all of you, this could be someone who is waiting for things to even out, for things to balance out in their life. And they're worried that this won't be balanced and fair between the two of you here. It's just that this is somebody that has a lot of fears, anxiety. They could struggle with depression or anxiety as well for some of you here. Let's see what's going on in your energy for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are the newest messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2022? What are the messages Cancer needs to hear for their highest good? I have a strong Cancer placement too, so this is very interesting. Let's see what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2022. What are the messages they need to hear for their highest good? Who's coming towards them? What are their intentions? Can you see in terms of their overall energy, especially when it comes to love, finance? Whoa, the Knight of Pentacles shows up again. Yeah, you definitely have something coming in very slowly. And I feel like this is somebody that wants to, but is hesitant on offering commitment because they're worried that things won't balance out. Why is this worry over offering this pentacle, this stability? Because they feel that there's things that they don't know, perhaps, and that's what their fears are. They're wondering what they're going to come up against, perhaps you or them. They're hoping that perhaps this isn't illusion. They're feeling this strong connection to you. They want to see you, be with you, have an equal give and take here, but they're fearing that there's certain things that perhaps that are hidden from them that they don't know. They may be worried for some of you that you're hiding things, or this may be how you're feeling. For others of you, it's definitely a message I'm getting, but it's not going to be for all of you, is they were given to more than one situation, person, place, or thing. And so they're worried about that. They're feeling guilty that perhaps you won't accept this offer or you don't want the same thing. It's the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown. Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? Could be dealing with a Pisces for some of you, or somebody has strong Pisces in their chart, or you're dealing with an earth sign that has strong Pisces in their chart. Pisces, possibly air. Yeah, it's like I'm waiting. I want to make this offer. I'm really excited about it. I want to create something new, but at the same time, I'm kind of fearing, you know, what could go wrong rather than what could go right, because they feel like this is, if this is an earth sign, they want a sure thing. They don't like guessing games, and they feel like this might be a bit of a risk, a bit of a guessing game. Remember, I saw the Fool energy out at the beginning. It's kind of like they're excited, but at the same time, they're fearing it. Earth signs don't like change if they have strong earth in their chart. And with the moon here, it can be that they're hiding how they feel because they're trying to trust their intuition, but they're not. They're trying to trust their intuition, but they're not. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. What's going on with Cancer's person of interest now or in the near future? So this is very, very, very slow. I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying not to make a mistake here. For others of you, if this person is already in a marriage or commitment here, they're feeling guilty about coming towards you. So they're being very careful. That, again, that's not for all of you, but it's another message I'm receiving. What is going on with Cancer's person of interest now or in the near future for March 2022? Definitely strong family indicated here. So they're in limbo. They're in limbo in a family situation. They're moving slow and careful. This may be a decision that's affecting their family or your family, their family, your families. They're trying to look outside the box. They're trying to look at all different perspectives here in order to understand what would be fair and what would be balanced here in this connection moving forward. For some of you, I'm getting the feeling that their family could be making them feel this way, making them feel guilty, telling them that this is all an illusion, all in their head, your connection, perhaps. That could be a possibility as well. Mixed messages. Strong Pisces energy here, though I have a feeling somebody has strong Pisces in their chart, but it can be that you're just taking on that energy. Clarify the Hangman. Clarify the Hangman. Yeah. Okay, so, you know, somebody is trying to see outside the box here, trying to become clear on what their path and direction is, looking at your perspective, their family's perspective, and all these thoughts are swimming in their head. They're trying so hard to trust their intuition and gain the wisdom here to make, you know, a wise decision here, to become clear on what their direction is. But because they're not sleeping properly at night, because they're overthinking things, because the guilt is eating them up, or worry or doubt, self-doubt, doubts of other people here, perhaps different opinions, I feel like they're just, it's like they can't rest, so they can't become clear yet. So they're waiting, they're hanging around, they're going slow, they're going careful until they receive or feel that mental clarity. Because again, I feel like this is someone feels like they're in the dark about so many things. And I feel like you are too, because their doubt is leading you toward doubt for some of you here. But the Ace of Swords is like, I'm waiting to perhaps even speak my truth, to become clear. I'm going to speak my truth once I become clear. The Ace of Swords usually comes after a difficult and painful cycle. So I have a feeling that whoever you're dealing with will become clear once they decide, if they haven't already, to look outside the scope of things, not allow themselves to become confused, to get enough rest to make a decision here. I feel this is really keeping them up at night, or you. Again, remember, this could be vice versa. It could be a combination of both of your energies. All of theirs or all of yours. I do tend to pick up the other person's energy more than I do our own, which, of course, you know, that we already know how we feel. So we want to know what's going on with whoever you're dealing with usually, but not all of you. So I try to read it all different ways so that I'm not missing anything. What are the mutual energies, please, between Cancer and whoever they're dealing with for March 2022? Let me know how this is resonating for you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Again, support your fellow Cancerians. Hit the notification bell as well, and make sure you're subscribed, okay, because there's some weird stuff going on, I guess, with a couple of clients have just told me that, you know, they subscribed and then they had to resubscribe. So just check it out. It's free to subscribe for those of you who haven't already. This is our own exclusive deck, the Shacy Prism, that's available down below, as well as the Tempted Masculine. There's a separate link for that if you so wish to check those out. The mutual energies between Cancer and whoever they're, whoa, okay, they're dropping out. So there needs to be communication. So for some of you, you're definitely going to receive some kind of mental clarity here after whoever you're dealing with, your person of interest here, gains that clarity themselves. Or they may feel like they're in the dark about many things and they want to speak their truth in order to clear things up with you. They may be feeling kind of guilty for moving so slow because they have been apprehensive, because instead of opening up, becoming clear, or choosing to be honest, perhaps they just kind of were all in their mind here and not really sharing anything. And again, you know, this is causing, I feel, a lot of sleepless nights for you, for them, for both of you here, because you're both currently unfulfilled, because there hasn't been any clarity, because you've been in the dark, because, you know, it's like, what is going on? Yeah, so it may be that you've both either been dishonest with each other, or that you just feel like you can't trust one another here. Maybe you both have to learn self-love, self-care. You need to love yourself before you can love someone else, because that builds your character, it builds your strength, it builds your own self-confidence, because I feel like someone here has a lot of, you know, anxiety issues perhaps here. Somebody who focuses on the negative rather than the positive is somebody that needs to speak their mind in order to become clear. But Spirit says your ships are coming in. So if you are in the dark about anything, Cancer, I feel like you are going to receive the clarity you need here. I feel like communication is coming, or Spirit is telling you to communicate. Could be vice versa. Look at their perspective. They look at your perspective, so that we can get on the same page and figure this out and come out of the dark. What is going on with Cancer's person of interest? What would they like to say to Cancer now or in the near future? What would they like to say to Cancer now or in the near future? I cannot sleep some nights. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. Because the thoughts of you and I haunt me, and I wish things could be different. So they're wishing things can be different, but you know, neither one of you, or they're not doing anything to change anything. They're choosing to have these sleepless nights instead of opening up and becoming clear, or speaking their truth, or saying what's on their mind, or vice versa here. Meanwhile, you're both completely, you know, unhappy here. So there needs to be communication, honesty, to get away from this doubt. I look at your photo and I imagine what it would be like to be with you and hold you, snuggle with you and spend the night with you and have breakfast with you in the morning. Oh, look at that. So they can't sleep and they're thinking about you all the time, and they're imagining all these different things, fantasizing perhaps you both are, but yet they're not opening up to you here. So somebody that has a lot of fears, a lot of doubts, again, it's like they're worried about what could go wrong instead of what could go right. I wish we could spend time together, but there's too much conflict in my life right now, and I just do not want to burden you with it. So again, for some of you here, it definitely can be that there is family involved here, with the 10 of Cups here twice, okay? They're already in a connection, long-term marriage, possibly for some of you, and so they're feeling guilty, feeling worried. It's like they want this balanced give and take with you, but at the same time, they're wondering if the connection between the two of you is an illusion here, and they dream about being with you and speaking up or speaking their truth here, perhaps in a family, but they're waiting. They're waiting for the clarity that they need in order to initiate perhaps change in their life. But meanwhile, it's like, you know, you may feel that they're hiding things, or there's a level of dishonesty. You're trying to trust your intuition here as to what's going on with them, and you're waiting for that clarity. So for some of you, I feel like that may come in the near future. Let's see who or what could be affecting this connection. Please, angels and spirits, what are the messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2022? So in part 2, I will focus on sneak peeking the month ahead. Just a reminder, I am away from March 15th to the 28th. I'm going to disappear. So I may or may not have time to do readings. I'm at the mercy of where I'm going and their internet speeds, uploads, all those things. So if I can accomplish a reading, it'll probably have to be short mini readings, okay? Let's see what's going on for Cancer for the month of March. What do we need to know for Cancer? Oh my. Okay. Wow. Soulmates. We have soul connection here, Cancer. Partnership agreement, soul contract. So you're definitely you're both feeling this very deep connection here, and that's why it's so tough. I feel like your person sees a future with you, long-term stability and marriage, but they're wondering if it's an illusion, if you feel the same way. So they're waiting to become clear perhaps on how you feel, or for you to open up first, or something to happen here. They may be waiting for you to communicate first, or they're waiting for some kind of, you know, breakthrough here to happen naturally here. They're just being very slow, very cautious, very careful. They're worried about failing. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Okay, so they've perhaps have had some kind of issues closing this door with you. Perhaps you know, there have been fears. They you both kind of closed these doors. We've got the 9, Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords. This has been a painful cycle, perhaps, that you have both ended, but they can't close the door. They can't move on. They can't stop thinking about you here. They think about the future. They fantasize about the future, and it haunts them. So they feel like, you know, they need to speak their truth, and they're struggling with it. They're struggling on perhaps how to see your point of view as well as everyone else's in order to make things fair and balanced. So I really feel like in some respects, this is somebody that worries too much about what everybody else is thinking. Okay. Let's get some advice and guidance messages for the month of March. What are the advice and guidance messages for Cancer, please, angels and spirits, for the month of March? What do they need to know? Angels and spirits, what is the advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Spirit is letting you know that you are becoming increasingly sensitive to anybody or anything that is harsh in your life. You are building a resistance to anybody or anything that brings kind of negativity into your life. Like you don't want anybody or anything where you feel anything is hidden, and you're feeling like there's dishonesty here. So you may not be trusting this person because they are quite closed off. They're not speaking up. It's kind of like this is just kind of in limbo here. And Spirit is saying, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or rush things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So Spirit wants you to know everything's happening the way it's meant to. Because I definitely feel like your person here is waiting to speak up, waiting for the right time here. Feels like they don't know everything enough to kind of speak up just yet. Or they feel like maybe things aren't fair and balanced enough yet to bring forth this offer towards you. But they're definitely hanging on to that wand for the future. I feel this is them hanging on to that wand, thinking about you and imagining again here what it would be like to spend this time together here. But there's conflict of some sort in their life here, or they worried that speaking their truth will create conflict. So they're trying to figure out a way on how to make things fair, even, and balanced. And it's not a perfect world, and not everybody is always going to be happy for the direction that we pick. So this knight is moving extremely painfully slow because it's like they don't want to be a failure. So again, this is somebody that has too many fears and doubt. I feel like they need to have more confidence. They need to speak up here, and it's kind of like they don't know how to. This is somebody that has not evolved enough to spiritually. They haven't evolved enough to trust their intuition. They're doubting their own gut, their own intuition here. Because when the Ace of Swords comes out, that signifies that, you know, I'm in a lot of pain here. I can't sleep. You know, I can't stop thinking about you here. It haunts me, but at the same time, I'm not doing anything about it. I'm not doing anything about it. Okay, so let's start digging into April. We're going to see if this clarity, if this truth, if this breakthrough comes through. We're going to find out if our ships are finally coming in. I feel like as long as your person here trusts their gut, trusts their intuition, it will lead them in the right direction. So let's find out if they start to trust their intuition, if they start to move forward here and things speed up. All right, so for those of you leaving me now, I will see you next time. For those of you who want to meet me over in April, that link is down below. Again, you can choose to purchase the part 2 individually or join the membership, which gives you unlimited part 2s, whether you're checking for yourself or another sign, the divine masculine, divine partner, soulmate check-in to see where their energies are. It's all there for you for the taking. I thank you so much again for being here, sending you much love, much light, and beautiful blessings. I hope all your dreams and wishes come true. Namaste. This is so... I need a new remote, Cancer. What can I say?